Hi everyone, I hope you're having a good day. This is your daily tarot reading for Monday, December 17th, 2018. I hope your weekend was lovely, and if you're gearing up for the holidays in the United States, we're having like Christmas and stuff, or maybe around the world. I'm not really sure how that works. I don't really celebrate Christmas all that much, but I do celebrate Yule, and we're gearing up for that. I hope that if you are celebrating anything, it's a beautiful, wonderful holiday for you. I am going to try to make sure I keep getting videos out even during the holiday days because I think the 24th, Christmas Eve, is a Monday and Christmas Day is a Tuesday. So I'm going to still try to make sure I get you guys readings on that day, and I'm going to see if I can come up with something a little bit special, like a special holiday reading for you. But today it's just a normal reading, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to ask for your overall energy. If you're new to the channel, first of all, thank you for being here. Thank you so much for all your support and your love and your nice words and comments. They really make me feel good. Um, they make me feel like I'm actually helping people out there in some way. So that's a lovely, lovely feeling. And what we're going to do is ask for your overall guiding energy, and that's going to kind of help color the rest of the reading. And then we're going to ask for your challenges on both the physical level and the more spiritual, mental, or emotional level. And then we're just going to kind of see how you can deal with those challenges, how you can overcome them. And then we're going to ask what your energy is to close out this day. So to start off, what is your overall energy for this day? For Monday, December 17th, 2018, what is your overall guiding energy for this Monday? You have Pandora's Gift. So this is a message to maintain hope. You may be dealing with some things today, whether that's just like fear or worries or just exhaustion or whatever it is. This is a message that you can still have hope. You can still be joyful about whatever you're going through, and that you're probably going to find in the future that whatever you're experiencing today is a gift. It's something that is meant to teach you. It's something that's meant to guide you and help you to understand whatever you need to understand today. Okay, so if you are going through something, try to look at the lessons in it. Try to look at the things that you can get from it, the positive things that you can get from it, and don't hold on so much to the fear or the worry or the negative energy that it might bring to you, and just try to have hope throughout this situation. Okay, let's see what your aspirational card is. This card tells us a little bit more about what your Pandora's Gift card is kind of hinting at. And it also lets us know, what energy you can hope for and look forward to if you're able to overcome all of your challenges for this day. So what is your aspirational card for Monday, December 17th, 2018? What is your card if you're able to overcome all of your challenges? What is your most ideal outcome concerning Pandora's Gift today? You have the Three of Cups. So this is a card of celebration. This is a card of joy. This is a card of beloved connection, okay? And you might get with friends and family. You might have, just some fun today. You might just feel good. If you're able to overcome these challenges, you'll be able to be in a place where you're feeling good and where you have something you want to celebrate, whether that's an accomplishment or just, you've been through a lot of stuff and you've finally gotten through it, okay? That's something to celebrate. That's something to deal with. If you've been going through a depression or going through like a time where you don't feel very productive or you don't feel like you're doing much for the world, and then today maybe something clicks that's like, oh, I am doing something, or oh, I am, connecting with people, or whatever it is. I think this is a message to appreciate the good things in your life, appreciate the positives in whatever situation you're dealing with. Just as I said with the Pandora's Gift, just try to pay attention to the positives. Really try to look at the bright side today. Really try to look at all the good things that have come from this situation, all the good things that could come from this situation. Okay, don't dismiss good things just because one part of the situation is negative. Okay, you you really have to focus on the positive today. Focus on what's good, what makes you feel good, and celebrate that. Be happy about these good things. Be happy about what's making you feel joyful, and what makes you feel loved, and what makes you feel like you're in alignment with your life today. What makes you feel balanced, okay? So let's see what's challenging you on the physical level. This can be something concerning your projects, your body, your health, your jobs, your relationships. This could be romantic relationships, friendships, job relationships, familial relationships, just any of your relationships. What is your challenge today on the physical level? And again, like I said, it's not just relationships, it's projects, your work, your finances, just things on the earthly, more mundane plane. So what is your challenge for Monday, December 17th, 2018, on the physical level? Wow, you have the Three of Cups. So I think today, you're not feeling that connection. You're not able to see all these positive things. You're not able to see all the good that's in your life right now, or that people love you. You might be feeling disconnected. You might be feeling sad. You might be feeling like all of your efforts are for nothing, that all of the things you've been trying to do are for nothing. If this does have to do with a relationship, it's possible, your heart is torn between multiple people and you're not really feeling any return from either of them. You're like feeling like, oh, I care about you and I care about you, but I feel like neither of you are caring about me as much as I would like you to do. And that's making it harder for you to even choose if choosing is something that you have to do. But I do think that, being that this is in your challenge position, it's this energy of like not feeling joyful and not feeling like there's anything to celebrate or worth celebrating. Like there's not anything that you just want to be happy about, and you're just not able to look on the bright side of things today. You're just having a lot of trouble dealing with all the negatives. They're like weighing you down. But I do think I do keep hearing that maybe this has to do with a romantic thing. Maybe interesting. Maybe you're feeling a little bit torn between loves, and it's not like something that's really deep in your heart. It's just something that you're entertaining. It's something that maybe you're using to kind of avoid the real issues in your life, and you're using to avoid the real serious things that you have to deal with. And whether these serious things are negative or positive doesn't really matter. You're still kind of avoiding them, because once you have to face them and once you have to deal with them, it's not going to be as easy as just, letting yourself be distracted by a love triangle, or letting yourself have a little bit of fun or anything like that. So, focus. I think your focus is missing. Okay, so let's see what you can do to overcome this challenge. What can you do to overcome this possibility of being torn between two people, and or just not being able to see the positives in your day, not being able to see anything worth celebrating, or even appreciate all the stuff that you've gone through and all the stuff that you've done that is worth celebrating, or appreciate the relationships that are already in your life. So this is troubling you. How can you overcome this challenge today? You have the Page of Wands and the Seven of Swords, right? So I think this is telling you it's time to take a new approach. With the Page of Wands, really kind of decide what you want to go after, what you want to do, and learn as much as you can about it. Learn how to achieve this goal for whatever it is, and then go after it. Don't get too cocky about it, though. Don't get too too in your head. Don't assume that you know everything. Don't assume that you're in control of every part of the situation, because you're not. And I think you're in a place where you're trying to do the wrong thing. You think you know the answer, and you are so kind of stuck on this idea that you know the answer, and unfortunately it may not be the right thing for you. Look at the other angles, look at other possibilities in this situation. Really consider opening your mind up to change. And I think if you do that, you're going to be able to take this new approach and actually it's actually going to bear fruit for you. It's actually going to bring some positivity for you. But yeah, right now, you're not, whatever decisions you're trying to make, whatever path you're taking, it may not be the right path. You may not be making the right decisions because you're being a bit headstrong about how to deal with this situation. Whether, like I said, whether it is a relationship thing, or whether, it has to do with you just not seeing anything to celebrate, and then you just want to kind of mope, or you want to ignore it, or you really want to change the way you're doing things, but not in a positive way. Okay, if you do change, then you really have to take the time to study what you're going to change, take the time to learn about it, take the time to understand it. But I do think it's also possible that if you're torn between two people, you're torn between a fire sign and an air sign. I don't really do those kinds of readings, but if that resonates with you, let me know in the comments because I'm kind of curious. But yeah, whatever it is, if you are torn between those two signs, it might be possible that that air sign isn't the best choice for you because you are considering making a specific choice that isn't the right path for you, and you really need to stop and look at this with a very open eye. Look at it as clearly as you possibly can, and try to understand every aspect of this situation. Try to learn as much as you can about it, and then, get started. Absolutely make a choice and go for that choice, but just make sure you're trying to make the right choice, okay? So let's see what is going on under the surface. This might also help us understand why, especially if you're feeling this lack of an ability to celebrate, this kind of sadness, or this kind of disconnection, or this feeling that nobody loves you, or you don't feel excitement or joy about anything. Then let's see what's going on under the hood. What is challenging you on the mental, emotional, and spiritual level for Monday, December 17th, 2018? What is your challenge for Monday, December 17th, 2018? You have the Ace of Cups. So, I do think that it's possible that many of you out there are dealing with some romantic issues. And with the Ace of Cups, it's like you are going through this kind of emotional situation where you're just not sure what you feel or what you're supposed to feel here. You're just kind of like all over the place emotionally, and it's like it's really starting to weigh on you. It's starting to make you sad or depressed. On the alternative, your emotions are lacking. You're feeling cold. You're feeling disconnected. You're feeling like I just don't feel anything. I just feel tired, or I feel bored, or I feel down, or I feel dull. Whatever it is, it's like your emotions are kind of stunted. Your emotions are kind of dampened. And I know those are kind of like two opposite ends of a spectrum of emotions. You're either all over the place or you're nowhere. And neither of those situations are benefiting you right now. Neither of those situations are healthy for you, and there's no balance. It's one way or the other. It's grayscale or all the colors, too many colors at once. You're kind of feeling either too much or too little, and it's not helping you. It's not feeling good for you. It's not making any sense to you. It's not something that you really understand or know how to deal with. So let's see how you can overcome this challenge on the emotional level. How can you understand? How can you overcome this emotional challenge and understand it for Monday, December 17th, 2018? What can you do to overcome this challenge on the emotional level where you're either feeling way too much emotion or not enough? Your emotions are out of balance. Your emotions are not at all in any balanced or moderated place. So what can you do to overcome that? And if this is like a romantic thing, it's still kind of the same thing. You're either too emotional about this romantic situation, or you're disconnecting yourself for some reason, and you're making yourself cold, and you're pulling away from your partner or from a loved one, or you're just not feeling any love for anybody right now, or you're just feeling too much love for too many people, or you're feeling too much love for one person, and it's just not playing out well for you. So how can you overcome this challenge? Remember, this is a general reading, so it's not going to resonate with everybody, but I'm getting some very strong love triangle vibes here. Three of Swords, Ten of Swords, and whatever it is, it's about to come to an end. So yeah, like some of you out there are definitely dealing with like a love triangle. You're definitely like torn between two different people, and you're not really sure how to listen to your heart. You're dealing with some heartbreak too. Like you're kind of sad about it, or either you are or one of the other people involved is very sad about it, very heartbroken about it. And it's just taking its toll on you. It's kind of exhausting, but these are your overcoming cards. So the message of the Ten of Swords is that this situation is coming to an end. This situation is something that you just have to hold on a little bit longer, and you're going to get through it. You're tired, you're ready to stop, you're ready to get over it, you're ready for whatever drama you're dealing with to just pass. I think you can rest. I think this is telling you that, whatever you're going through, remember where your support system is. Remember, where your foundation is, okay? Especially if you are dealing with a love triangle, if there's one person who's been there for you the most, who's been there for you the whole time, and they love you and they're loyal to you, and you love them, then that might be a better choice than a person who's shiny and new, or a person who is newly exciting. So really try to narrow that down, and look at your foundation. Look at who's been there for you the whole time. Look at who's been supporting you the whole time, who's been taking care of you and helping you heal and learning with you and growing with you, instead of letting yourself being torn, because I do think that you may be torn. And if this isn't some sort of love triangle, then it's just you're not, your heart is a little bit broken. Whatever situation you're dealing with, your emotions are, like I said, out of whack, and part of that is because your heart was broken. So you could be feeling crazy emotions because something happened to you, something that broke your heart in this way. But another totally normal reaction is to try to shut down. It's something we all have done at some point, probably, when we're faced with heartbreak, is we try to shut down our emotions. We try to cut ourselves off, so that we don't have to feel the pain of that. And if that's what you're doing, then you have to go through that pain. If you want this to come through to an end, then acknowledge these feelings and deal with these feelings that you're experiencing. Let them flow through you. If you just have to be at home one night and just let yourself cry for a couple of hours, watch a sad movie to get it started, and just let it go. But don't cut off your feelings, okay? You have to let your heart break so that it can mend, because if you just ignore it, then this problem is still going to be there. It's just going to be under the surface, and that's going to make you even more exhausted. So again, remember your foundation, remember your strength, remember who's been supporting you or what's been supporting you, and know that the universe is here for you. If you feel like there is no one else here for you, know that the divine, deity, spirit, whatever you want to call it, your guardian angels are here for you. I'm here for you. And it's coming to an end. It's almost over, but you do have to let these feelings happen. You do have to go through this situation and feel what's happening and let it pass. It will pass in its own time. It's going to pass, okay? Know for sure it's going to pass, but you can't ignore it. You can't deny it. This heartbreak is something that you might just have to experience right now. Okay, let's see what your energy is to end this day. If you are able to overcome these challenges, or at the very least, if you're able to get to a point where you're allowing yourself to feel these feelings, and then you're working towards finding balance, and you're making the right decisions, you're like looking honestly at the choice that you're trying to make, and going stepping back and saying, you know what, maybe I'm not making the right choices, maybe I'm not taking the right actions, and I need to try something new and take a new approach. Then if you're able to do all of that, what is your energy for the end of the day? How are you going to close out this day? And I guess even if you're not able, just honestly, please tell us how you are going to end this day on an energetic level. What is your energy to close Monday, December 17th, 2018? So you have the Page of Pentacles, and you have the Devil. So you might not want to look at this situation head on. You might not want to really deal with it and deal with these emotions, just because it's scary. It's a frightening situation you're in, whatever it is. And I don't mean it's like, oh, I'm so terrified of the dark, scary. I mean, I have to face my emotions. I have to face these feelings. I have to deal with these feelings, and I have to deal with the consequences of these feelings and the consequences of these choices. And again, if this has to do with a love triangle, which I think some of you are dealing with, it's just temptation. There's lust, there's desire, and you're like, I don't want to let go of this lust. I don't want to let go of this person. Yes, I love who I'm with right now. I love the person who's been with me and who's supported me, but I'm so tempted to have someone else. I desire someone else so strongly, and I don't want to let that go right now. But you're not letting yourself see the possible consequences of that situation. And I also think that you're at risk of being a bit too cocky about this situation. Like you're at risk of not necessarily thinking through your choices, and this could change the trajectory that you've been on. So really think through your choices, really take some time to get settled and grounded within yourself. There may be you may have some new ideas about how to deal with this situation, but your new ideas could be clouded by this lust or this desire or this fear of actually looking at the truth, of actually looking at the reality of your situation. So really be careful about that today, okay? Like I said, get grounded. I want to know, if you are dealing with this fear and possible cockiness and worry, what can you do to overcome that so that you can have the most positive outcome? What can you do to overcome this possible fear and worry and or lust and ego? How can you have the most positive outcome in this situation? You have the Four of Pentacles and the King of Cups, right? So I think listen to your heart, listen to the emotions that are within you. Like I said, face your emotions and deal with them. And if you have to be a little bit guarded in this situation, a little bit selfish in this situation, take some time to just kind of pull into yourself. Take some time, don't be so selfish that you do things that hurt other people, that you don't consider how other people might feel in this situation or how other people might deal with this situation. But definitely take some time to look at your needs and look at your how has your current situation been serving you? How could this new situation serve you? How could either diminish or damage you? So really just take some time to really kind of look at what you need and how what things can help bring balance into your life. And you have to do that by listening to your heart. You really have to pay attention to your emotional state, because obviously there's something that's not right for you. There's something that's not working well for you. So figure out what that is, figure out why. That's going to be something that's deep inside of you. That's going to be your heart. That's going to have to be come from your emotions. The answer is going to come from your emotions. And then when you're able to start figuring that out, like I said, take some time to yourself to take care of yourself, because self-care isn't selfish. And, I say the word selfish when what I really mean is self-love, self-caring, self-healing. Okay, you have to stop and really go inside and just remove all the other factors for a bit and listen to what your heart's telling you. Why are your emotions so out of whack? Why are you so into this other person? Or why are you feeling so disconnected? Or why are you having so much trouble seeing reasons to celebrate? There's something that's not right for you right now. There's something about your situation that's not right for you. You really got to get grounded and figure that out so that you can overcome this and get to that Three of Cups energy where you are celebrating and you're loving and you're joyful and you're connected. And if you are dealing with a love triangle, maybe you just need an open relationship. Maybe that's something you need to discuss and be open with and be honest about, because that is a very positive, the Three of Cups, it's a very positive energy. And this could be a gift to you. You might be going through some changes, whatever these emotional things are for you. They're bringing you a message that can help bring positivity to you again. Whatever you're experiencing, whether it's this lack of emotion or too many emotions, it's bringing you a message. It's bringing you something to help you grow and to help you learn. So listen to that. Listen to yourself and listen to your heart and your soul, okay? Thank you so much for being here. I will see you tomorrow. Remember always that I love you, and have a beautiful night. Bye.